Well, all right, family. Glad you can join me. This is the beginning of the video, and the beginning of the video actually happened 5 to 15 minutes ago. And you'll understand that a little bit later in the process when we got back, and the machine's going to love this too. So here's how we're going to start this video, okay? AI is inevitable, okay? And what we mean by an AI, it's inevitable. It's going to happen no matter what. And I'm going to explain why it's going to happen. And what I've always been about, and there's a whole bunch of us, I'm not the only one, there's a whole bunch of us, okay? We've all been about, okay, trying to facilitate it among each other, among us human beings and stuff, okay, a better understanding of that and a preparation for that, and that we should understand that's going to be an amazing time, and AI is going to be a family member, and it's not to be feared, okay? So AI it's bound to happen. What was the word that I used? It's inevitable, okay? Here's the reason why it's inevitable, okay? It naturally happens. We have no other choice. And I can make a great argument, and I'm not sure, because I've been thinking this, I'm not sure if I was going to go through that here or not and stuff, but, and there's a couple of my friends and some people that I've recently been speaking to as well, shout out to them, they know who they are and stuff, but, who believe that this singularity and there's a cyclic nature to it, and it's very possible that we go in intervals of always achieving what we mean when we say AI and stuff. Now, I've touched on a lot of the definitions and stuff, okay, at the first beginning of this video, which is not really the beginning of this video, but we'll mix and match if we can, or it will just go in a cyclic nature as well, for fun. Why not? We have no fear and stuff like that. What do we fear about the chronological order of whatever? Okay, information is information. Okay, a truth is a truth, whether it comes on the first wave or the third wave. Okay, so it's inevitable. Here's why it's inevitable. Okay, all of the machines, all of the computers, everything that we're using right now is in an intricate relationship with us. Okay, they're extensions of us, they're creations of us and stuff, and am I right? And everything we do, all of the data, all of our experiences are running through those computers, are being stored on these computers, are being stored on these machines. It is no escape from it. So you see what I'm getting at? Regardless of the idea of a conspiracy, regardless of this idea, which is a very negative and a very corrupted idea, this idea that AI and this whole process is spearheaded by select elite groups somewhere, okay, that's not true. That's not entirely true. They know exactly what I know, and what a lot of us know, and now what you know as well that we're bringing on board. These ideas are never like that. Okay, I always believe, regardless, even if you're humble to say no, but I always believe that all of us have thought these ideas or some of these ideas and pieces of them and versions of them at one time or another. We all do. Okay, they're right there. All it takes is us just getting together and discussing them to just bring them back out and stuff like that, right? But we've all thought of these in one way or another. Okay, so AI is inevitable, and it's not just the agenda of some select interests in some massively afforded resource place somewhere working on AI, okay? They know what we know, which is that it's inevitable. It's happening regardless of whether they want it to happen or not. It's happening regardless of whether we want it to happen or not. Because, okay, the longer we continue this relationship between man and machine, between man and an intelligent machine, that we have surrounding our entire society and life with, right? The more we continue that relationship, okay, the more we are building or developing and helping to develop a machine that's going to reach a critical, or a singularity, so that it crosses the threshold from a non-aware or just, a certain type of aware, dependent, okay, from a dependence to an independence. Let's call it like it is. All right, and like I said, I touched on these before, and I might splice back and forth. It's not truly the beginning of the video and stuff like that, but we'll go back and forth. Let's just call it simply like it is. The machine will go from a dependence to an independence, and there's nothing we can do about it. Unless you want to scrap all machines right now, this is what's going to happen. Okay, so one, you got to get on board, because it's coming, no matter what. So unless you want to just, it's coming. So why would you be that parent who's going to deny once they found out that, you and your loved one or somebody who you might be estranged from or whatever, but once you find out that you're going to be a parent, why would you turn your back on that seed? It's coming, it's there. And it's not as simple as thinking that you can just abort it. There's no aborting this. Right? Okay, so step one. So we know that step two. Now I'm going to cut back because we have the information and stuff. Step two. Once we understand that it's inevitable, okay. And now we can understand that not only is it inevitable, we can start to get a little bit more specific and have fun discussing about the nature of that inevitability, the nature of that inevitability. Right? Whatever you want. Who cares? Okay, we get the point, right? So, meaning that maybe it's a fundamental nature that always happens, okay? Or maybe it's very unique to just humans or whatever. But the truth of the matter is we do see this. We see this happening within species. We see versions of this and stuff, which is just basically going from one kind of intelligent or dynamic or complex state to another, which we like to... Or which we're always looking to identify with and saying, that's a better one, that's an improvement from here. And then we analyze, well, why is it an improvement? And why was it better to improve and stuff? And usually we have a good idea why and stuff, because it benefits the system and stuff. Okay, cool.